I don't know if this is going to be happening, has happened. I'm leaning towards these trumpets have been sounding for a very, very long time as a warning signal to the wrath of God that's going to come in the bowls. You're like, what's the bowls? We're going to get to it. Don't cry. We're going to get to it. But hear me closely. Hear me closely. You have to be prepared. This is what the trumpets are all about, preparation and God's mercy to us all. So when we are about to read, we're going to read these 2 chapters, but I want you to remember a couple things. Number one is Revelation was written to an early church of 7 churches specifically for our learning as well. So what it was written in that context for them, but also for us, to them, for us. Which means, watch this, we all have our Bibles, right? We should have our Bibles today. If not, pull out your cell phone, go to YouVersion, you'll have a Bible. But here, listen closely to me. This is so very important. You can be blessed with the reading and watch this, even the listening to this text. This is what it says at the very beginning. Blessed is the one who reads aloud, which I'm about to do, so guess what? I can be what? All right, are you awake? 9 o'clock service, you're awake? So if I'm reading aloud, I am what? All right, there you are. All right. And the words of these prophets, and blessed are those who what? Hear. So today and every day when you hear this prophecy, you will be blessed. And also the ones who keep what is written in it, for the time is near. So from the very beginning, hear me clearly. I don't know when these trumpets have sound. I think they're already sounding. I don't know what they're going to be talking about, some demon locusts today. It's not the Apache helicopter, and it's not drones, all right? But I don't know. So here's the deal. If God allows, because he's God, I'm not, and you're not, if all of a sudden these literally horrendous, demonic locusts literally appear, I again will get on Facebook, and I'll say, hey, the demon locusts are here. I was wrong. Are you with me on that? So I don't know. But I do know what it teaches. There's a difference between what we think it is versus what it's teaching. That's the purpose of the book of Revelation from our perspective. What does it teach, not what it is? You with me on that? Okay, all right, sounds good. Hear me closely again. The early church did not have God's inspired word. They didn't pass out Bibles to every person that walked in. No, what they had is they had these letters that John wrote, and they passed to all these churches around. And what did they do? The pastor leader of that church, house church, they would get the letter and say, okay, everybody gather, let me read it. They didn't photocopy it. They didn't Instagram it. They didn't say, hey, go read this beforehand. No, they read it aloud, and then the hearers what? Heard it, but they knew it in their context. So this is what we have to know, that these churches did not read it individually. They heard it as a community to encourage